So right now we're going to be going through a little bit of information so that you can have a basis, a foundation of where I'm coming from with this Millennium Ministry concept, with this concept of incorporating spiritual disciplines in our lives. All right? So let's talk about our objectives today. We want to learn. We want to learn about the Millennium Ministry concept and the thing that we talk about and how we apply that in the relationship to spiritual disciplines. We want to explore the 3 basic principles of spiritual discipline in the life-shaped triangle and how each one of those disciplines applies to our everyday life. We want to discover the inward, outward, and upward spiritual disciplines and how to apply them to our lives. We want to form a detailed plan and incorporate and apply newly developed spiritual disciplines into our everyday lives. Anybody getting the theme there? You hear how to incorporate in our everyday lives. And then we want to execute our spiritual disciplines in our fellowship and worship at every opportunity. Right? The practice of inward disciplines, and that's what we're going to be focusing on today, because again, this is something that I'm breaking down and making it so that we can all get the fullness of what we're talking about here. What is spiritual discipline? Okay? What is spiritual discipline? Well, spiritual discipline are not the desired end product of a spiritual life. I'm not seeking behavior modification. I'm seeking a heart transformation. Okay? If we take these spiritual disciplines and we apply them by driving them down, then we become religious. Right. We develop a rigidness or some type of, if you do this, then you can't do that. Or if you do that, that's not what a spiritual discipline is. A spiritual discipline is the intentional development of an authentic spiritual life and intimacy with God. That's a spiritual discipline. So when we hear discipline, I don't want you to look at it in the way that we talk about military discipline or police discipline. I'm not talking about it like that. I'm talking about a personal and interpersonal relationship with God. And that takes work. Anything that you got to work at is a discipline. Fasting is a discipline. Praying is a discipline. Worship is a discipline. Coming to Sunday school is a discipline. Because you got to get up early. You got to do things to get here on time. Amen? Everybody with me? So these are the disciplines that we must incorporate in order that we can go and command or meet the commandment and make disciples. Without the disciplines, the building blocks, then what do you got? You just got a whole bunch of folk running around in circles talking about we're doing church. People throwing up in plastic bags means nothing. Okay?